Coming up next, a visit with our resident vet, Dr. Andy Walker, and Electra's Itty Bitty Buddies.
This is gonna be great. We'll be right back with Faithful Friends.
Baxter? Is that you? Oh, you're at Doctors Foster & Smith Pet Supplies. Or dog treats. Smart choice.
If pets could order, they'd go to Doctors Foster & Smith, real veterinarians who bring quality pet supplies at low prices right to your door. Shop online at fosterandsmith.com or request a catalog by calling 1-800-442-PETS.
Welcome back. Hey, gang, follow me.
We're back with Victoria and LD, and we have some wonderful tips, products, and demonstrations that will help with training your new pet. What do we have, Victoria?
Well, we have a little canine beauty parlor. We've got everything you need to keep your puppy looking his best.
Perfect.
So, a couple of the things we have here, I like to start off with toothbrushing.
Okay.
Now, puppies have this natural desire to chew, as you can see, and you can take advantage of it. You want to start your puppy getting used to the idea of something in his mouth, something brushing. It feels kind of different right away.
He's making that real easy for you.
He is. I don't have to do a thing. He's brushing his own teeth.
Wow. So we've got baking soda toothpaste, and now you had mentioned there's also flavored toothpaste.
Flavored, not like we would like, not cinnamon or minty. They have pork, they have chicken, beef.
I like pork, chicken, and beef. Maybe I'll have to try it out. I don't know. And what about these? These are another form of...
Right. Why don't you try it? Put it on your finger and give it a shot.
Sure.
What do you think? Do you want to chew? Oh, yes, indeed.
Oh, my goodness. You're going to have perfect teeth for your entire life.
And that's really the secret, starting at this age where it's fun and it's easy and it doesn't feel like it's a struggle for you or the puppy.
And is this the easiest way to hold the pet? What about like a larger puppy, like a Great Dane puppy?
Right. You want to use a raised surface like this, and you can just put him down. You can use your washing machine, that kind of thing. So he's elevated.
Okay. And then now what else do we have here? We've got...
nail clippers. My favorite kind of clippers. These are guillotine clippers. And you don't have to start off at this age actually clipping, but just get him used to the idea that something's going to touch him, maybe a little pressure on his paws.
And it's important that we do that anyways and work around in here and wherever we can. So if they're ever injured to a point we have to take them to a vet, they're comfortable with all of this.
Exactly. Basic body handling is an important step in puppy development.
Yeah. Now what about these grooming tools?
Well, these are brushes that you can use, and at this age, he doesn't really need much grooming.
He's got a beautiful coat.
He's gorgeous. And usually when they're tired, they enjoy it more. He's a little bit punchy right now, so he's making our job
Well, this is pretty exciting, right?
It's very exciting.
Yeah, it is. And then this would be for longer-haired animals?
Exactly. Longer coat, and you can give it a try on him. Let's see what he thinks.
Oh, he doesn't mind that at all.
Loves it. Doesn't it feel good? And you can do a little massage, too. You know, grooming isn't just about grooming the coat. It's everything. It's nails, it's paws.
Looks like he gets a lot of attention anyhow. And then now you've got a nail grinder kit and also the shaving.
Right. The nail grinder kit is a different option. If you don't want to actually use the guillotine clippers, you can use this Dremel. And it's pretty loud. When you first plug it in, it might startle your puppy. So getting him used to the idea that the Dremel's going to touch his nails without turning it on, and then maybe turn it on, have it close to him, but don't actually use it.
And these are wonderful because, you know, when you use these clippers, sometimes you end up with a little bit of a sharp edge, whereas with the grinder, the Dremel tool, you get all smooth. It's great.
You can work on the snags.
Victoria, we're here with Cassie, a beautiful little yellow lab. What can you tell us about creating a home away from home for our pets?
Sure. The crate is really, really important in the puppy stages because you want your puppy to have a place where he feels safe and comfortable when you're not home. The first step is making sure that you have the right size crate. And this size looks just about right for Cassie. It should be big enough so that she can stand up, turn around, and lie down, but no bigger. Because if it's bigger, she can potty in one side and hang out in the other.
Oh.
You also want to make sure that you keep the crate in a part of the house that's frequently used. You wouldn't want to put it in the garage or in the basement because it's a part of your puppy's life and it should be where the people are. So maybe in the family room. And lastly, you want to make sure, in order to make your puppy feel comfortable being in there, feed him his meals in there occasionally. That'll help make it a little more fun.
Thank you so much, Victoria.
Thank you.
When Faithful Friends returns, we will meet with Dr. Andy Walker and cover some important issues regarding your new pet's first checkup and shots.
Come on, gang. We're going to Dr. Walker's office. Let's go see my vet. I mean ours.
Dr. Walker is so nice. Regular visits to your veterinarian are a must for you and your faithful friend. Dr. Andy Walker is dedicated to the happiness and well-being of your faithful friend.
Well, we're talking about new pets today, so I thought I would bring LD in for his checkup.
Okay. Now.
LD is 9 weeks old.
All right. Well, first let's start with his eyes.
What are you looking for?
We're just looking to see that his eyes are clear, that there's no cloudiness.
Mm-hmm. But he's okay, right?
But he's been around for 9 weeks, and his eyes look beautiful. His eyelids are working perfectly.
Good boy. And then what else do you look for?
All right. Well, we look at his teeth. We want to check and make sure he has a good straight bite.
Mm-hmm.
Not too much of an undershot jaw or an overbite, and his are fine. They just kind of fit right there. All right, so we've checked his teeth and eyes. We want to look in his ears.
Okay.
So let me just take a quick look, and we're just looking to see that they're clean and there's no smelly discharge or anything. But then I want to look in his ears and see his eardrum. I'm just going to point right at the eardrum and have a quick look at it and see that it's a nice pale white color and there's no inflammation in his ear. And it looks good. Now we want to listen to his heart and lungs.
Okay, how many heartbeats are normal?
A puppy's heartbeats can go all over the chart. They can really race. So let's listen to his, but it could be 100 beats a minute right now. Let me listen to his lungs real quick. Make sure that they sound clear. Good.
Good?
He sounds good.
Yay!
So let's look him over. We're going to look over his skeleton a little bit here and feel that his joints are working properly. Right now I'm actually grabbing his kneecap and I'm pushing it in and out.
Oh.
And on some puppies you can actually flip that kneecap off the end of the femur. And then I'm going to look at the hip joint here.
Yeah.
If I place my finger right over the hip joint and just move his leg in and out, there shouldn't be any popping, and his feels totally normal.
Yeah.
All right, well let's take his temperature.
Oh no, I know how this works, LD. All right, buddy.
Okay, little guy.
It's okay. So now what is a good temperature range?
About 101, right around in that range.
Oh.
It can go up to 102.5 in a dog, and that's fine.
Good boy.
Attaboy.
He's just handling that like a superstar.
He's a great puppy.
Isn't he a good puppy? Because he just looks healthy.
It's 100.4, so. We wanted to check the temperature before we vaccinate him. If he had a fever, I'd want to wait on his vaccination, but he's healthy, and so let's go ahead and
And what if he had a
shot.
fever?
If he had his fever, we would figure out why he had a fever and treat him for a few days before we'd vaccinate him. We just want to make sure. Okay, so if you just hold the front end of him.
Like this? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm just going to lift up his skin.
Oh, baby.
Pop that right in there and give it.
Good boy.
Okay.
Oh, you're so brave. Okay, so now now that he's had this set of shots, when does he have to come back in again?
We would like to see him again in 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
His puppy series should include a shot at 6 weeks, 9 weeks, 12 weeks, and about 16 weeks.
Wow.
So there's 4 different vaccines that we want to give him.
So I guess I'll see you next week.
All right.
Perfect.
We'll see you then.
LD enjoyed his visit. Look at this.
He's pretty relaxed.
He is relaxed. Who says it's scary going to the veterinarian?
Hey,
Not this
gang.
office.
Not this
Did you know this?
So, Dr. Smith, do zebras have a black body with white stripes or a white body with black stripes?
Their tummy's white, and the inside of their legs are white, but everything else that isn't there has black stripes. So I think they're white with black stripes. I don't really know, though.
Hey, friends. Glad you're with us.
Doc is
We'll be right back with Faithful Friends.